Well, welcome back to Hap McCain Field for the second game of the doubleheader against the visiting Southeast Saline Trojans. They won game number 1, 10-0. It's 10-run rule. Ended the inning after 6. Quite an effective pitcher Southeast Saline has in Connolly. Looks like you have pitching change for game 2 for the Lady Lions. Kendra Williamson, is that her first name? Will be pitching. Now, is she a freshman?
Yes.
Okay.
She's had some, she's pitched real well when she's pitched. She's had a couple of injuries, but she's a pretty good pitcher. She's been working at it for a while.
Got some good velocity
Yes.
for a freshman. Lady Lions, with that loss, have fallen to 5-4 overall, 3-4 in the league, and Southeast has improved to 3-6, I believe, and 3-2 in the league. As I mentioned in the first broadcast, the Lady Lions in their 4+ seasons now have never beaten Southeast of Saline, so you got a goal to shoot for here.
Well, I was right about the infield fly rule, but it can happen with runners on first and second, too. The umpire needs to call it. If he calls it, batter's out, regardless of whether you catch it or drop it. And that's what happened there.
So either bases loaded or runners on first and second. Well, okay, so they can't run until the ball's caught.
Right.
And so
they do that so they don't drop it on purpose and then get the double play.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
So the play at home plate, I thought, and so did Rance, that the runner was called out at one time or another.
Low and inside for Williamson on the first pitch. Different umpire behind the plate, Ron Parker, class of 70 in Minneapolis. I kind of razzed him between the games. I said I was surprised somebody like you with your advanced age is still allowed to umpire, failing eyesight and all.
Failing eyesight? Kendra Williamson on the mound for the Lady Lions. Good-looking freshman hurler. Throws that one right by Southeast leadoff hitter. I think it's Connolly.
I believe so. 1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout.
Nice way to open.
Yes. One down on a nice strikeout by Williamson. I snuck over and did get an extra piece of pizza out of the box. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Kendra.
Was it any good?
Well, I didn't throw the crust away.
Oh, okay.
Plunked her. Just caught her on the thigh.
So one runner on with one out.
Had some pain, I think, in one knee or hip or in that area, but you know, to gyrate through and throw that ball, I can see where it can work on your joints, especially shoulder and arm. But right now, Kendra throwing hard.
Well, with Kendall probably being gone this Friday for state forensics, we
No, it doesn't work that way.
need to give Kendra some warm-ups here with the upcoming game.
I think Kendall will have to pitch, or will need to, or think she needs to pitch the first game, and then Kendra will pitch the second, and the forensic kids will take off.
Oh, okay.
I would guess, but I could be wrong.
Well,
Nice
if they
pitch right
they
there.
did play the first game, that would give plenty of time to get to
Yeah.
Wichita and get to bed for an adequate rest.
They'll have a school bus driver sitting there waiting on them to be finish up. Bad thing is they're in Beloit, not Minneapolis.
Another 45 minutes.
Nice hit in the gap. And Greg right there to come up with that hot hit line drive by Southeast, and they have runners at first and second on the base hit and the hit batsman. And the runner's going, makes it to third.
So who besides Kendall do we have playing softball?
I believe it's 2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay.
Pass ball. The runner not coming. The runner at second base was almost down to third. The boys' names are not coming to me. One time they were going to ride with me, or I was going to drive. Nice pitch.
Well, I'm trying to think who was at the forensic showcase. Boys, Roy, Spencer Roy, was he one of them?
Might be Roy as one of them.
Charlie Lynn, and of course
Charlie's playing golf.
Kendall. I don't know if he's playing baseball or not. Oh!
Under the glove of the shortstop.
1-run scores. With 1 out here in the top of the first.
Be nice to turn 2 here. So her clap at the end is the actual sign. She's been hit her on the foot.
So bases loaded with 1 out.
One out. Pop up. Bailey got it. Nice play by Walker. She could not get traction enough to get back to second base and double up the runner, but 2 away now. And it'd be nice to limit the runs to 1 here in the first.
Yes, it would. 2 down with bases loaded.
Just a little bit high, I believe.
I didn't see that Kendall Perry was playing second now.
Yep. Over but low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The count here, 2 outs. Strike, call. Nice pitch there. Kendra finds the strike zone. High, ball 2. Ball 3, excuse me. 3-1.
Gonna score 1 run.
Almost gets her at first. Smith with a good arm, quick to the ball.
Bases remain loaded. 2-0 the score. Favor Southeast. 2 outs.
Two outs, bases still loaded with Lady Trojans. Good pitch. Kendra Williamson. Brings it right there. Strike is the call. Fouled off. Out of play. Southeast coach has a play on it. No balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 Southeast. Oh, okay. Over, but just a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Ron, ring her up.
2-2 the count. 2 outs.
Pass ball.
Pitch was dropped, so the first base was open. So the batter advances to first. The runner at third comes home, and the bases are loaded again. 3-0 the score. 2 outs.
Dribble her out to the mound.
Force out at home.
That's the way the first will end. Minneapolis gives up 3 runs. Southeast 3, Minneapolis nothing. We'll be back. Minneapolis hitting in the bottom of the first here in just a minute.
Wilson and Wilson Shields Funeral Home offer affordability and dignity. They know that the Minneapolis Lions will have a great season and want to wish them the best. Wilson Shields Funeral Home, our family serving your family.
Welcome back to Hat McCain Field. Bottom of the first coming up. Leadoff hitter, Kylie Gregg. New pitcher for Southeast.
Usually by now, Dale, I've got a jacket on. I still haven't put my sweatshirt on.
Kind of a
submarine
side thrower there almost.
Definitely underhand, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A little different than what the girls have seen so far. Almost comes sidearm, then dips down and wings it in there. As Dale mentioned, Kylie Gregg will lead it off for Minneapolis. Jess Smith will bat second. Here we go. Inside as Gregg steps out of the way of that one. Ball 1. Not near the velocity of Conley, but hittable. Get it in there.
High and outside. 2-0 the count.
There's a strike.
Yeah, I don't know what Kylie was wanting there.
Well, Garrett Doherty walked by. I think he's grown another 2 inches.
Just since basketball, huh?
Has been our premier distance runner this year in track. Has done quite well.
Yes, his name. I read his name in the paper several times.
Strike. Right down the middle. And that runs the count full at 3-2.
Apparently that ball breaks over the inside corner.
Right at the knee, strike 2.
Caught Kylie looking. 3 strikes, no swings at him.
She's got a little funny delivery, the pitcher does, but it's not that fast. Inside, ball 1. That one's rolled in there, ball 2. Up and out, and Jess reaches out, tries to pull the ball, it just goes foul. 2 balls and a strike. About that time?
About time to put on the jacket. North breeze strengthening here.
There's a good hit. Left center field. It'll drop for a base hit.
Right between 3 Southeast players. Perfectly placed, huh?
Perfectly placed. Now Bailey Walker, who had 2 really good hits in the first game to right center. One out, one on. Ground ball to third. Throw to second is into center field. Smith is going to score. Walker will go to third on the throw.
And we scored, something we didn't do in the first game.
And we get a runner down to third, too.
3-1,
Smith comes in
one
to
out.
score. Now, Allie Steinbrock, the hitter. Ball 1. I don't believe Allie's going to be bunting in this situation.
No, I wouldn't think so.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Allie has to hop out of the way of that one. Ball 2.
A little high.
High and outside, and we've got ball 3, no strikes. Three to 1 Southeast.
Allie shows the bunt.
Pulls it back, and it is ball 4, Cassie Smith. Now the hitter. Strike right down the middle. She takes one to get Allie down to second base. Strike 2.
Ooh. Oh, and 2, the count here.
1 out. That one was inside. Swung on and fouled, backing out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Minneapolis with runners at second and third. Allie Steinbrock at second. And Bailey Walker at third. Good chance to even up the game here. And a ground ball to third, throw to first in time.
Walker
Run will
scores.
score.
Makes it 3-2 in favor of the Trojans.
They get their second out, but Allie Steinbrock is advanced down to third with Alicia Grimmel at the plate, Minneapolis catcher. Inside and low as Alicia steps out of the way of that one. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss.
Chased that one, didn't she?
It looked high. One and one, the count. Same pitch, different result as she lays off that one. Inside and low, ball 3. 3-1. Addie Roth will bat next. Nice hit the left. If it gets down soon enough, it does. That'll score a run.
Ties the score
Alicia
3.
goes into second with a double. Three to three now. Gremmel on second. Roth, the hitter. Right in there. She's got a little bit of an unorthodox delivery, but it's kind of fooling the hitters. Ah. No balls and 2 strikes.
And out number 3.
Little pop up to third baseman, and she puts it away for the third out of the inning. Minneapolis scores 3 to even the game at 3 apiece. We'll be back with Southeast batting in the top of the second, and we're all tied at 3.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities are very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lions Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
Welcome back to Hat McCain Field in Minneapolis. Top of the second coming up. Score tied at 3. Kendra Williamson on the mound. Alicia Grimmel catching. What's Allison's first name again?
Victoria.
Victoria. How could I forget that's my oldest daughter's middle name? Victoria Allison at first. Kendall Perry at second. Bailey Walker at third. Allie Steinbrock. Bailey Walker at short. Allie Steinbrock at third.
There you go. Top the order for Southeast, and the outfield remains the same with Smith, and Gregg. Cassie Smith in right, Jess in center. Grimmel has a little equipment problem with the right shin guard. We're ready to go.
Ball 1.
Nice pitch there, swing and a miss.
Would have been ball 2. But she converted that to a strike.
Yes.
Scoreboard must be out. One and
The
one to
ladies are on strike.
Yep.
There we go.
Too much to talk about
2 and
over
2.
there. 2 and 1.
Well, they changed it.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Williamson, the pitcher, right in there. Ground ball to short. Walker has it. Throw to first. Nope.
Little short. She couldn't quite nab it.
Could not dig it out, and the runner is safe. Three, nobody out here in the second. Bunt down the third base line is foul. Southeast trying to move the base runner with the sacrifice. Goes foul, or he's going to try it again. That one is. Throw is there. Southeast slides in safe. And they get the runner down to second anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low, back to the screen it goes.
And the runner advances to third. Umpire Parker calls timeout to clean the plate.
He does wear glasses. Two and 1. She gets the bunt down this time. Throw to first.
Oh, a little outside. Perry couldn't nab it. Score comes across for Southeast, 4-3.
In the dirt and back to the screen. Ball 1. Four to 3 Southeast here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss.
The runner steals third on the drop ball. So another run in scoring position. 1 and 1 the count. No outs. Top of the second.
Ground ball in the hole out to left.
And he gets by second. Advances to second on the throwing error. Another runner scores. It's 5-3. No outs. And we have a coach coming out to talk with the pitcher and the catcher.
I know no one likes the job, but the catcher's the toughest place to play out there.
Especially with balls going in the
You
dirt.
have to try and block the ball, and it's not fun. It's the worst part of the job, and it's not easy.
I would think so.
Coach O'Neill to the pitcher's mound for a quick chat. And we're back in action. 5-3 Southeast. Just a little bit high. Fly ball to left. Greg is there.
Good outfielder.
Yep, nice catch by the left fielder. 1 out. Waved at it, pulled the bat back. It was a strike. Ground ball to short. Throw to first in time, 2 away.
Runner advances to third.
Two away, 5-3 Southeast. Second inning.
At least you tracked that down just in time.
I was trying to think of what class Alicia is in. Sophomore or junior, I would assume. Nice stop there.
Yeah, a little too old looking physically for freshmen, I think.
Two balls, no strikes. There's a strike. 2-1. 2 out, 1 on. Southeast with the base runner on third. Fly ball, left field. Greg coming in.
Oh,
Lost it.
lost it in the sun, didn't she? Runner scores. Hitter advances to second. 6-3 with 2 outs.
Sun is right there. Grounder to the pitcher.
Oh. Ball didn't quite get to first base. So that hitter is safe, and the third base runner comes in on the error. 7-3 now. 2 outs.
Two outs. Minneapolis cannot get the third out here. Swing and a miss.
Oh, throwing errors all over the place. Runner stays at third.
Nobody covering the sack on the steal, and the throw goes right into center field. Then the overthrow to third. 7-3 in Southeast with a runner on third. Well, Dale, the defense is failing us a little bit here today. Ground ball to third. Steinbrock. Missed consistency down at third for sure, and up with the throw and the third out of the inning. Southeast with a 7-3 lead. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
C&R Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. C&R Plating, a Lions sports backer.
Welcome back to Hat McCade Field. Bottom of the second. Coming up, Lady Lions at bat. 4-run deficit we got to make up.
Allison, Williamson, and Gregg. The 8, 9, or the 7, 8, and 9. Oh no, 8, 9, and leadoff hitter for Minneapolis. I'll get it right. Victoria Allison, the hitter. Southeast has a different catcher here too, but swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Well, it doesn't look like she's overpoweringly fast, but we're not able to catch up to that pitch of hers.
Yeah, it's kind of deceptive coming from the inside, going out.
We're out in front of it and need to wait on it. There we go, good hit to short. Shortstop up with it, and peg to first is on the money for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher Williamson to bat.
Kendra Williamson. Nice hit to center. They're there. 2 away.
Kylie Gregg up to see if we can get some offense going here. 2 outs.
Williamson flies to center. 2 away. Ball 1. Kylie caught looking the first time up. Yeah, seen her once. Must have been a little outside. Strike 1.
Gregg struck out first time around without swinging the bat. Got caught looking there too.
Ball 3. Strike 2. 5 straight strikes and
no swings.
no swings. Foul tips that one. Three and two. 2 out. Nobody on.
That's a little
Hang
high.
on to that one a little bit too long. It goes wild, and Gregg with a free pass down to first. Jessica Smith, the hitter. Well, we can score with 2 outs.
It's happened before to us, for us.
Gragg's running, throw to second.
Tweaked an ankle or a knee there.
Oh, she's had a sore connection point between the calf and the knee. Since basketball season, it gets irritated when she slides on it. One ball, one strike. Here's the count. Jessica Smith, the hitter. High. 2-1. Pop up to shortstop, and that will end the inning.
Seven to 3 after 2 in favor of the visiting Southeast Saline Trojans.
City Pharmacy has brought to you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Welcome back to Hat McCain Field. Top of the third coming up. Lions down 7 to 3. Kendra Williamson still pitching.
Still a pretty nice day. Sun still shining, no clouds, and no wind. Key word, no wind.
Yes. Warm-ups are completed. Here comes the first batter for Southeast Saline. Kendra Williamson, a freshman. Is that right?
Yes. Swing and a miss. Kendra right in there with a good strike to start ahead of the hitter.
And umpire Parker is over talking to the Southeast Saline bench about something.
Must be about standing in the doorway or something. We are too, so I don't know what that would be. Swing and a ground ball to short. Up with its Walker, throw to first. Wild. Offline, and Southeast runner takes another base.
Connolly up to bat for the Trojans.
Swing and a ground ball to third, but it's foul. Pop up. No one can get to it as it lands in the southeast on deck circle.
0-2 the count.
Runner on second, southeast. Looking for another insurance run here. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Gremmel. One ball, two strikes. Swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Throw to first is in time.
The runner advances the third.
One out. Well, it's just moving along pretty slow here this second game, isn't it, Dale?
Yes. Not very lively.
7-3 Southeast. Foul ball. Kendra pitching very well here into the third inning for Minneapolis.
I think she'll be a very promising pitcher for her
Yeah.
final 3 years in high school. Has a little control problems, but
Not
be
too
worked
bad.
out. I do like her velocity.
That one gets away from Gremmel.
8-3 the score. Top of the third. One out. In fact, I'm trying to remember the games we've broadcast here in the last few years if we've seen a pitcher with this velocity for the Lions.
I can't remember her name.
There has been, huh?
Yeah, the girl before
Nice catch.
Kendall.
Oh, no.
Throw is wild
That's
to
about
first.
4 or 5 times we have missed the throw at first.
Well, she lives right up there where Harold Woody used to live. Right across the street from where Haley's used to live. Right beside.
I'm lost. Sorry.
Right there on the zigzag in the street. Be Argyle coming from the south. You'd run straight into their house. There's a rip into the gap. She didn't touch first base, I don't believe.
And she's going to get home on throwing errors. Makes the score 9, doesn't it? 10-3. One out here in the top of the third.
And I would throw to first because I don't think she touched first either. Thought they might appeal first. Step off the runner and throw to first. And nope, too late now. Pop up. Oh my gosh.
Off of Walker's mitt, right behind her was
Off of
Jess
Walker's glove,
Smith.
off her head, and Jessica Smith handy on the spot.
That's what you call backup.
That is backing up the play.
2 outs.
You'll never see that again, Dale.
Nope.
Pick the ball now. Let's go. Yeah!
There's a nice drive to center. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Southeast back in business with a runner on first, leading 10-3. Outside, ball one. Outside, ball two.
Low.
On the base, on the base.
Throw down to second is over the shortstop, but Kendall's backing up the play. 3-0. Right in there for a strike.
Three and one the count. 3-2 now. There's that foul ball.
10-3, full count. One on, two out. Southeast batting here at the top of the third. And one's
In
into
the gap.
center field. Terrible, terrible mistake. No reason to throw it home.
11-0. 11-3 the score now.
Let your base runner go to second.
2 outs here. Top of the third.
11-3. Strike is the call. 0-1 the count. Ground ball to short. Knocked down by Walker.
But she loses her footing. That's all she could do really to bring that ball in.
Runners on the corners for Southeast. They're not done yet. 2 more and we don't score, isn't it a 10-run rule? Oh, it's 15, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
15 after 3.
yeah.
Just foul. There's a pop-up.
And we drop it. Safe at second. Safe at
Throw
first.
behind the runner and almost get her at second.
Runner scores. Makes it 12-3. 2 outs. Top of the third.
Twelve to 3, Southeast with 2 runners on, 2 out, and they've had 2 out for quite a while,
Yes,
Dale.
they have.
Swing and a miss.
About 6 or 7 runs ago somewhere, I think.
Yeah. Ground ball down third base line.
Back down, Mandy.
Williamson back to the mound.
2
Owen.
strike the count.
Yeah, nice hit.
Just out of the mitt of Williamson.
Down.
Safe at home.
Go.
Runners at second and third. 13-3 to score.
See, it's not good baseball. You need to be throwing it to second to keep the runner at first. That runner's going to score. You're 99% of the time will not get the runner at home from that distance out in the outfield. Takes a perfect throw.
Takes a major league throw almost.
Yes, it takes a major league throw, and you need to play good baseball, and we're just giving them bases here. It's always nice to keep that force out at second, and we have not been able to keep it there here today. Foul tipped. Over but low, evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Oh, read on the news on the internet today that a group of evangelical explorers from China and Turkey think they have found the remains of Noah's Ark.
Wow!
On Mount Ararat. They had pictures of being inside of the beams and all.
Whereabouts?
On Mount Ararat in Turkey.
Mount Ararat. Fouled back and out of play, and that evens the count at 2-2.
There's been many claims of it being spotted over times.
Another hit to center. That will score 2, and there we keep the runner at first.
15-3 the score. Two outs.
That would be a phenomenal find.
Yes.
15-3 Southeast, leading by 12 here in the third, still in the third. Have scored 8 with 2 outs. Over but outside. Ball 1. Right up the middle, it's knocked down by Kendra, and the runner will be safe.
First and second.
Hannah Mortimer. Lowe gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance.
Runners in scoring position now.
There's a pop-up. Allie gets to that one.
Catches it. Brings this inning to a close.
Finally.
The Lions a half inning to a close. Lions trail 15-3. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA News Talk, and 99 KG Country is a proud sponsor of Lions sports coverage. Listen to live broadcast on 910KINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable, Channel 8.
For all your insurance needs, check with Bob Martin, your Farm Bureau Financial Services representative in Minneapolis. He can ensure what matters most with Farm Bureau Financial Services. Bob can help you protect what's important: your car, home, life, health, business, and more.
Welcome back to Hap McCain. And there's a pop-up foul and caught by the catcher for the first out of the inning. One strike, one pitch, one out. Hap McCain Field here in sunny downtown River City. Playing here in Minneapolis. Southeast is in for a doubleheader. They took the first one 10-0 and leading this one 15-3. Allie Steinbrock, the hitter. She gets all of that one.
Too bad we didn't have bases loaded on that.
And she's going to be into second easily with a double. She's going to get another base on the throw. And leadoff, or no, excuse me, second hitter this inning. It's a triple. Give her two and a throwing error probably for Southeast. Still a well hit ball. Best hit ball we've seen all night. Now Cassie Smith swinging late. Strike. There, she's right on that one. That's going to drop. Base hit.
Steinbrock scores.
Nice hit by Cassie Smith.
15-4 is the score.
Alicia Grimmel.
Stand up now. Let's go.
(15-4) Southeast with the lead. Grounder to third.
Safe at second. Right? Yep. And runner safe at first. Addison Roth up to bat.
They beat it out. Smith with some wheels. Gets to second for the throw. And Minneapolis with runners. Oh, it's dropped. She's safe. They almost had the force out, but Grimmel had to wait to see if it was going to be caught or not. Now Minneapolis has the bases loaded. And Victoria Allison, the hitter.
One out.
There's a dribbler down the first base line.
Oh, she dropped the ball on the tag.
She did. Everybody's safe.
Smith scores.
Ball came out. Smith scores, and it's 15-5. Now Kendra Williamson.
Bottom
Pretty
of the
good
order
hit
here.
first time up.
Yeah.
Ooh, right in there. Strike one. Minneapolis girls starting to show a little life here in the bottom of the third. Dribbler down to third base. She's coming home with it.
Out at home is Allison.
They had the force out, so they really didn't have to tag, and it looked like she had the foot on the base, and she was out. Two away. Get Kylie on track here and get a base hit. Minneapolis still with the bases loaded here. Right in there.
Greg's still having a hard time judging those pitches, isn't she?
Yep. High ball, 1. 1-1. Outside ball 2, 2-1. Hattie Roth at third, Victoria Allison at second, and Kendra Williamson on first. Bases juiced. Good one to the shortstop. She's safe.
Oh, how was that out? She must take her foot off the bag or something.
Once she took her foot off the bag, it was a tag affair. She would have had to tag her for her to be out, but she was definitely there before the throw. Goodness.
15-5 after 3. We'll be back after this.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. The Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Let's make it a meal from KT's in downtown Minneapolis. KT's, home of the almost world-famous hamburger. KT's wishes the Lions best wishes during the upcoming season.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities are very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lions Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
In Minneapolis, bottom of the 4th, coming up. The Lady Lions trailing 15-4.
Jessica Smith to lead it off for the Lady Lions, followed by
15-5,
Haley Walker. And then Allie Steinbrock. Jess, the 2-hitter. Swing and a miss. Right on the inside corner. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit right back to the pitcher, and the throw to first in time. One out.
Walker up the bat, who was out at first her last time around.
Right down the pike, strike 1.
Nice T-shirt Doherty's got on there. Black with
I saw that. I like that.
gray power line, I think. Minneapolis Track and Field on it.
Dribbler right back to the pitcher. Throw to first. In time, 2 away.
And the last time Allie Steinbrock was up, she knocked a big one out to left field, and the left fielder is backed up because of that.
Couple steps back, didn't she? High and outside, ball 1. I think the pitcher remembered that too. She hadn't given her anything too easy, too good. Allie with a good rip. Hits it down the third base line, foul. Well, Dale, we really got the bats out too much here tonight.
Been fairly effective pitching for Southeast. Fouled back behind the catcher. 2 outs. 1 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Steinbrock.
Does Ron still do basketball games?
The only thing I've ever seen him officiate is volleyball and now softball. So I don't know if he does basketball or not. At his advanced age, might be kind of difficult getting him down the floor.
Drive to left field, it's going to drop for a hit.
Now, if that fielder hadn't stepped back a few steps, he probably would have got that.
And another double by Allie Steinbrock.
Steinbrock fielder this time just dropped right in front of her. I guess I have seen him officiate some JV
yeah, a long
basketball
time
games
ago, and I don't know if he still does it or not. But you're right, it's a little tough to get up and down the court like we used to.
I'd say officiating volleyball and umpiring softball is a lot easier, physicality-wise.
Way outside, nice snag by the catcher.
And they were asleep, so Steinbrock steals third.
She was halfway down there. The
Yep.
throw went back to the pitcher, who was not in the circle just yet. So she made it all the way down to third.
Now explain what you mean by that. The pitcher wasn't in the circle.
She's out of the circle right now, and you can take the base if she's out of there. If she's in the circle with the ball, you cannot advance.
Boy, I learned something every day. Learned 2 things today.
The nubber out to the second baseman, caught. That's the inning. Three up. Well, Steinbrock had a double, but we leave her stranded at third, and that's the way the fourth inning ends. Southeast coming to bat in the 5th, leading 15-5.
Farm Bureau's wide range of insurance and financial products help protect what's most important, your family, auto, home, and other possessions. Call your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Minneapolis, George Dressy. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company.
Welcome back to Hat McCain Field. Top of the 5th coming up. Lady Lions trailing Southeast 15-5.
Kendra Williamson is still on the mound for Minneapolis, has pitched well. Minneapolis has not played very good defense behind her at times. So drive to center, Smith right there. Makes the catch. Out number 1. Smith had her played perfectly. 1 up, 1 down. It's a good pitch.
Ball 1.
A little bit low. Ball 1. Wow. Two balls, no strikes.
Just another nice catch.
Smith there again with a basket catch on the run. Nice
down.
catch, Jessica Smith.
A little high and outside.
One ball, no strikes. So what do you got next, Dale? Flight relays this week or next week? Or did I miss it?
I don't know when they come up, quite honestly. I've got it written down, but I can't remember right now. Probably this week, but I doubt that I'll be there. Fielded by Perry. Out or
Up and over to
First.
first for the out.
15-5 after 4.5 innings. We'll be back.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex, Salina.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th.
Alicia Grimmel to lead it off for Minneapolis. Will be followed by Addie Roth. See if we can get the sticks out this inning. Alicia, the catcher for Minneapolis. Supporting a real nice raspberry on that right knee, as I mentioned. Probably not able to be as mobile as she'd like. Swings at a bad pitch, way up and out of the strike zone.
Well, as long as it's not a strawberry.
Well, it was about the size of a small apple and looked like an apple. It was seeping. There's a fly ball to left. Is caught by Southeast. On a 2-1 pitch, Alicia gives it a ride, but right to the Southeast left fielder.
Addison Roth up the bat. 1 out. She
Good
whacks
hit.
it into the outfield. The gap gets by 2 outfielders. She's going to go to second standing up.
Addie saw the ball went through the defenders, takes another base, and Minneapolis has Roth at second with 1 out, with Victoria Allison at the plate. Swings through that one. Roth going to third. She's going to be in there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes to count. Allison down in the count here. It's a fly ball to left. Caught, and the throw back into the catcher is right on the money. 2 away.
Two down, 15-5. Roth on third. Williamson at bat.
Swing and a miss. Out in front of that pitch a little bit. Kendra with a good rip. Roth at third. Bottom of the 5th. Minneapolis trailing by 10. Well, there's a little bit further one hit by Williamson and caught. A long out, but nice tag there as Kendra gets a hold of that one. 15-5, and that's the way I believe It's going to end.
Looks like it's going to be the end that way. Yep. So the Lions lose 2 here, go to 5-5 on the season. Is that right? No. 6-5 on the season.
6-5.
And 3-5 or 3-4. I messed up those. I think it's 3-5 now
3-5
on
in
the league.
Yep.
And so I'm wrong on the overall there, but appreciate you listening here on 910KINA.com and Eagle Communications Channel 8 live, be tape delayed to Channel 13 next Saturday. We'll bring you some baseball in May. I think it's against Wilson and Plainville. Check the schedule on 910KINA.com. Thanks for listening here. Dale Leach going to sign off.
And Mike Perry. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.